Take a look at the damage done from a bullet that went through her window. They say she was going about 80 miles per hour when she hit this hump right here. And when she landed, you can actually see those skid marks. So here's how it works. The camera will remain on standby, only activated when the officer makes contact with a person. Fred has been a vendor out here at the Jackson County Fair for 10 years, but he does not just limit himself to funnel cakes. Crime Stoppers issued this notice back in November in an attempt to track him down. The visual damage from the fire was evident when daylight hit. Wow. Fred's a good man. Still early in the investigation and there's a lot of questions tonight, but here's what we know. Maybe you're texting a friend or taking a picture on your phone, but a stranger could be looking at you right through that camera. People here in the community of Roseburg are waking up this morning to face the reality of this horrific tragedy. A devastating loss for the community of Grants Pass and an unthinkable new reality for Darren Merker and his family.
When someone dies in your family, it puts a huge hole in your heart.
Merker's son, Ryan, was on board a plane with his friend, Max Belknap. Max's dad, John, an experienced pilot, was flying them home after a 4th of July holiday spent in Brookings.
We said, "You bet, have fun, and we love you." And that's the last I heard of him.
Ryan's first plane ride would be his last.
I texted him again at 12:40, told him I'd really like to hear from him.
The three never made it to Grants Pass.
I'm sad for Ryan. I'm sad because he was so excited for this plane ride, and I don't think he was up there more than 30 seconds.
The boys were heading into their senior year at Grants Pass High School and into a future with unlimited possibilities. Merker says Max was like a fourth son to their family.
No reason to knock on the door when he showed up. He just walked right in.
Friends and family honored the boys Tuesday night at Grants Pass High School, saying they were an adventurous pair who could always make you smile.
They're both just so full of life and just way too young to be taken from us.
They touched all of us in a special way, just always happy, always smiling, always trying to make you laugh, make you feel good about yourself.
A family and a community forever changed. Merker says they'll hold on to the sweet memories of Max and Ryan as they try to heal.
When you lose something like that in your life, it's a part of you. It's a chunk of happiness out of you, out of your heart, and it's just an empty void.
With its beautiful views, Leon Hunsaker's home, tucked away in the woods of Hugo, has earned the nickname Hugo Hilton. And now the Hugo Hilton has an unexpected guest.
Oh yeah, I have a friend, all right.
A mother goose nesting right on his shed, more than 10 feet off the ground.
I've never seen anything like that.
Hunsaker worked as a TV meteorologist in the Rogue Valley from 1976 to 1993. He even worked here at KOBI. And while Hunsaker welcomes the wildlife, the height at which the nest sits has him a little on edge.
Now, once the eggs hatch, how are the goslings going to get down on the ground without avoiding it being injured?
Good question. One Mark Vargas, the district wildlife biologist for Oregon Fish and Wildlife, says he's asked all the time by others who share the same concern.
There's always a nest over by Agate Lake that the same thing occurs. And it's on a telephone pole, and it's high up. It's higher than our flagpole. And they think that the goslings, they need to be rescued.
But Vargas says no need to worry.
The little goslings are built for that. They fall out when the mother wants them to go. They follow them. They're little fluffy things, and they sort of float down, they bounce.
This YouTube video shows the brave babies jumping off a building, even bouncing off the roof to meet their mom on the ground.
Oh, I've never seen that.
A relief to Hunsaker, who can now watch his little friend without stress.
I was really concerned when I first looked at that. How are they going to get down off that roof? Because that's quite a tumble, wouldn't you say?
To set the bar higher, to break a record. It's a goal so many athletes work for, but few achieve.
Everybody who competes in anything wants to be the best.
Medford man Shane Sevick knows how it feels.
Lifting weights is kind of what helps me keep my sanity, and it's what I've always done.
This weekend at a meet in Portland, Sevick broke not one, but 2 state Olympic weightlifting records. One with a 162-kilogram clean and jerk. That's 352 pounds from the ground to overhead.
I just kept pushing it as far as I could.
But being the state's strongest Olympic weightlifter in his age division is even sweeter for Sevick. 7 months ago, he was here in this hospital bed, facing the possibility of losing his leg from below the knee after a Dodge diesel truck accidentally ran him over.
Tire went across here, and then when it hit this one, this foot flipped under, and the bones came out right there.
Sevick suffered a compound fracture, a dislocation, and a broken leg.
Trying to look up, like, if I could lift weights on a prosthetic foot.
But Sevick says he tried to stay positive, hoping to be back to the iron soon.
It's scary. The thought of possibly losing a limb is kind of makes your mind play some funny tricks.
Doctors were able to save his foot, and after multiple surgeries and rehab, Sevick's on his own 2 feet. With 500 pounds on his back and a couple new records to his name. In Medford, Kassi Nelson, NBC5 News. I'm here at the Funnel Cake Express with Master Chef Fred. Fred has been a vendor out here at the Jackson County Fair for 10 years, but he does not just limit himself to funnel cakes. His specialty this year is a deep fried Snickers bar. So what Fred does is he freezes that Snickers bar overnight, gets it out of the freezer, dips it in that funnel cake batter, and then drops it right there into the fryer. Beautiful. He lets that fry for about 3 or 4 minutes. He actually put one in a couple minutes ago for me. I've been getting whiffs of this fried fair food all day, so I think it's time for me to try a bite of this. Deep fried Snickers bar. Let's see. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, that is good. Wow. Fred's a good man. Thank you so much for that. $5 for a little piece of heaven on a stick? Definitely recommend that. You can get it at the Funnel Cake Express at the Jackson County Fair. They'll be here all week. That is divine. Wow. Back to you guys.